Hello there. This is now at late night, and I am going to have a presentation about my mini project, which is about student database system. And the language used to create this application is C++. So initially, let's get into the project overview. The project is named as Student Database System. This project is created to have student management application for educational places such as schools, institutes, or universities. It can be used to handle students' data and information. For the feature with C++ used in these projects are classes and object, file manipulation, array, pointers, string manipulation, conditional statement and loops, function and methods, error handling, and object-oriented programming principles. And also we have the necessary lesson included in this project is that dynamic memory allocation. So the next is functionalities. There are 8 main functionalities in this project. The first function is to add student, delete student, display student, search for student, modify student information, sort students, save to file, and exit the program. And now let's go to the flowchart and diagram. So let me show up the class diagram for that application. The attributes used in this project are this. We have ID, name, date of birth, email, scores, and courses. This is in the public side, including the constructor student, set and get function, input function, output function, and all the other necessary functions used in this project. This is how I structure the project. So next is the target user guideline. First, we talk about the target user. Educational organizations such as schools, university, institutes, or other types of educational institutions can use this application to manipulate the records of their students, and it is really useful to calculate the grade for each student. So next is instructors or teacher. For teacher or instructors, they can use this application to record their student information and calculate grades for them as well. And for the administrators, example, if we work as a administrator, we can use this application to handle a bunch of data about our students, the student at our workplace, or we can manage and update their student, or we can use it to search for their students information. So for the guideline is that firstly we talk about the menu. In the menu we have add student, delete student, display, search, modify, sort, save, exit. So if we choose any one of the options in the menu, then we will be able to go to that specific option. Example, we choose the option number 1, add student. So user can choose add student in the menu to add new student information. And the input can be name, date of birth, email, score, and for each courses. And a unique ID will be automatically created for that students. So the second function is to delete student. If any user want to delete any one student, they can go to the delete function and they can type to search for uh, an ID that match with that search, then the all of the information of that one student will be deleted. So if the user want to display all the current data of the student in the list, they can choose the option number two. Sorry, choose the option number 3 to view this and shows all of the current data in the data list. The program will display including ID, name, date of birth, and email, and even grade. So if the users want to search for any one specific student information, they can type the option number two. Sorry, they can type the option number 4, and then they can use that option number 4 to search for any one of the information in the database, to search for only one specific student in that database. Example, you want to see one specific information about the student with the ID number 3. You can type search number 3, then it will show only one specific information about that one student. So ID is the base object to search for the information of each student. So here is how we can modify the student. Users can modify or update the information of each student. They can choose which to modify, including name, date of birth, email, score, or even all of the information at only one time. Example, they choose to modify the name, so they can be able to modify only the name. And if they want to modify all of the information, they choose the last option to be able to modify one by one at only one time. So now is that sort student. User can sort the records of the student in ascending or descending way. In ascending way, it means that from one to from a smaller number to greater number based on the ID, or in descending for uh, from greater number to smaller numbers. So the program will sort the information by ID in order, in descending orders or in ascending order. It depends on how we tell the program to do. So another function is to save to file. Users can save the current update of the data to the database. This is the name of the database. I put student database.csv. The data will be saved for the future uses. What does it mean for future users? Example, if we don't save the current data, so in the database there will be nothing to be updated. So if the database is empty, and then first, if the database is empty and we do something to we add some students, we modify some students, and if we don't save it to the database, then if we open the program next time, the data will not the current data and last time not be will not be shown up at the same as last time. If we already saved it, then it will be shown here. So for the exit the program, users can exit the program by choosing the last choice in the menu. Example, the program will send a closing message to the user when it is ended. So that is all for the report. So now let's implement using the program together. Let's code together. Let's go. So here is the C++ file that I created. So now let's run the code together. So here the program is now being run. So if because I already have some data in the database already. So first we can choose to display. We can see some of the data that have already been in the database. So let's get back. So now let's try adding a new student. So you choose the option number 1, and then it will give a unique ID, a new unique ID for that one student, for that one new student. Example, we create that student with the name of me, Sok Lê, and the date of birth, example, I put it like this, and email score for math. Score for math. Math is the first course of the class, first course of the student. So example, we have the score of math is 80. The score for Khmer is 90. The score for English is 50. The score for physics is 65. The score for computer is outstanding student. We got 100. For chemistry is this chemistry I fail again 50 something like that. For history could be the last subject 90. Yes, the last one. So now all the data to add new student is already set up. So to here we go back to the main menu. So press something to continue. Now if we want to see if the data is added, we go to the option number 3, which is to display the current data list. So here is the current data. We have ID number 6 with a new unique ID, name, date of birth, and email. And here is the score for math, Khmer, English, physics, computer, chemistry, history, and the overall grade is C. It is a good grade so far. So we press something to continue, and then now we go back to the main menu. For the now we can let's test the delete option together. We choose the option number 2 to delete it. So here we go. Number 2 example, we want to delete the last one that I just added the with the ID now of now with the ID number 6. So now here we see that the student with ID 6 has been deleted. So we go back to the main menu and display. So we see that the ID number 6 is deleted. So now we already test the display function. Now let's go to the search function. Search function is simple if we already see in the delete function. Now if we want to see a specific information of any student, just type out their ID. Example, these one we want to see the student with ID number 5. We search for number 5. If it is shown, then it is existing in the database. So here is the existing ID. Is his name is Joe. His date of birth is this one, and this is his email, and this is his grade. He got a passing grade with the passing score in overall. So now let's press any key to continue back to the main menu. So now we are back in the main menu. Now, if we want to modify any information of each student, just choose the option number 5 to modify. First, we have to search for one student at least to modify. Example, we want to modify that guy again, number 5. So we search for that one, and then if the searched ID matches the existing ID in the data list, then we will be able to see the all of his information. Now this is his information, and for this with this information we can modify any of those information. Example, we want to modify only name. We just adjust the new name for him. We change from Joe to Trump. So here we can change the Trump to the name from Joe to Trump. If we want to see that one, so now we can see the Trump name in the ID number 5, and all the other uh, information except name is not somehow changed. So now let's go to modify again, because this time I want to modify all of the information about Trump, because his name I want it to be not Trump, I want to be Trumpet instead of Trump. So and then the date of birth I want to change it to 2, and then his email I change from something Joe to Trumpet at Trump, something like this. And now for the course one, which is math, I change it to 80. Oh, the last one is already 80, so this time I wanted 50, 5, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And now we go back to display, and then this time the trumpet is failed because his overall score is failed. So now we go back to the main menu. Now let's test the sort function. Sort function is also necessary. Um, Now the program will ask us, do we want to sort by ascending or sort by descending? Example, first I want, because uh, by the adding student, the ID is already sorted by ascending, because if we add new student, the number of the new unique ID will keep increasing from one plus one plus one plus one, something like that. Now to make it different, I want to sort it by descending. So now sort by descending, and here we go to the back to the main menu. And if we go to the display, then we will be able to see the new update, the new difference, that we can see the sort thing is make it different. The sort the sorting make the list different. So now we can see it is which is the number five, the is the largest, is uh above, and the number one, which is the smallest, is below. So now let's go back to the main menu, and let's test to sort by ascending back as it is default. So, and if we display, we can see it uh, go back to the default from 1 to 5. So press any key to continue. So if we don't save the data, then all the data will not be shown up, like I said before. So now we have to save the current data. So it will send a message that the data has been saved to student database.csv. So press any key to continue. So now we finished using the program. But before we exit the program, let's go to the database. Let's see. This is now it is really updated, like we did. You know, we can see the difference between the previous uh, look of the database. This is Trumpet, which is a new update of the database. So now let's go back to the program. So I think now we already finished using the program, right? There's nothing more to test. So we can exit the program by choosing the last option to exit the program. The program will send us a message of thank you for using us. And I also want to say thank you for watching my video. So that is now at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.